All right, today we are diving deep into something pretty exciting. We're breaking down the 6 most profitable AI businesses you can start right now, based on insights from an expert who's actually built multi-million-dollar AI companies. This isn't theory, it's all backed by real market data. So let's just get right into the question that's on everyone's mind.
What is the single best, most profitable AI business you could realistically launch in the next couple of years? That's what we're here to figure out. We're going to count them down from 6 to 1, and for each one, I'll give you the real story, what it costs, how hard it is, and of course, the kind of money you could actually make.
But hang on, before we jump into the list, you have to understand the core framework that this founder uses to vet any business idea. It's a super simple 2-point checklist that's honestly the key to separating all the hype from the real golden opportunities.
And here it is. It's this simple. Number 1, you have to find a high-income buyer. You need to be solving a problem for someone who can actually afford to pay you well for the solution. And number 2, target a growing market. You want to be riding a huge wave, not trying to swim against the tide. It makes everything so much easier. You know, this quote just nails that first point perfectly. You want to solve problems for people who value their time way more than they value their money. These are people looking for premium solutions, not hunting for bargains. And that right there is where the real profit is hiding.
Okay, with that framework locked in, let's kick off the countdown, starting with business idea number 6.
Coming in at number 6 is the AI-powered virtual assistant. Now, this is all about helping those super busy people, executives, business owners, creators, buy back their most precious resource, their time. You'd use AI tools to become this incredibly efficient assistant, handling their emails, their scheduling, their research, all the stuff that just drains their day.
And what's so great about this one is just how easy it is to get started. The cost is super low because you're basically just using tools that are already out there. The effort to learn is also low. You don't need a fancy degree for this. And the income potential is serious. We're talking $10,000 to $20,000 a month just by managing 4 or 5 clients.
So, does it pass our little 2-point test? Oh yeah, absolutely. The buyers, they're busy entrepreneurs who will gladly pay to get their focus back. And the market? It's on track to blow past $30 billion by 2030. That's a market growing at a massive 20% year after year.
All right, let's move on to number 5. This one is absolutely perfect if you've got a little bit of a creative side.
Number 5 is an AI content repurposing service. Okay, think about this for a second. A creator makes one long YouTube video or one podcast episode. You come in with your AI tools and, like magic, you turn that one piece of content into 20 short clips. A bunch of social media posts, quote cards, you name it. You're maximizing their reach with zero extra effort from them. It's a huge value.
And again, the cost to start is crazy low. You can get going with free plans on amazing tools like Opus Clip. The effort is maybe a medium, just because you do need a bit of a creative eye to make sure everything looks good and fits the client's brand. But look at that income potential. We're talking up to 30 grand a month with just a handful of clients.
And the market? Is it growing? According to Goldman Sachs, the creator economy is set to explode to nearly $500 billion by 2027. The takeaway here is pretty simple. This is a gigantic, expanding wave, and you can totally ride it.
Okay, let's keep moving. On to number 4. Now we're starting to get into opportunities that deal with even bigger clients and much bigger budgets. Number 4, the AI automation agency. You see, most companies that are around today were built before this whole AI revolution. They know they need to get on board, but they have no idea how. So you become their expert guide. You come in and help them use AI to automate their workflows, save them tons of time, and boost their bottom line.
Now, the cost and effort here are both medium. You'll probably need some paid tools, and there's a bit of a learning curve. But here's the really cool part. You can literally use AI to teach you how to build the automations for your clients. And because you're solving bigger, more expensive problems for these companies, the income potential takes a huge leap, up to $20,000 to $50,000 a month.
This quote is the perfect setup for where we're going next. I mean, so far we've talked about saving people time and making things more efficient. But what if your service could directly make your clients more money?
Well, that brings us right to our number 3 spot. And this is a business model that has truly unlimited potential.
At number 3, the AI lead generation agency. This is a total game changer. You use AI to find, qualify, and even start conversations with new potential customers for another business. It's basically like walking up to a client and saying, hey, give me $1 and I'll turn it into $10 of new business for you. I mean, who in their right mind is going to say no to that?
The cost to start is actually pretty low. You just need a couple of key software tools. The effort is a little higher because you do need to know a thing or two about marketing. but the profit potential is just wild. We're talking $30,000 to $80,000 a month, and that's just a starting point. The ceiling is basically non-existent because companies will always pay for more revenue.
Okay, time for number 2. And for this one, we're making a pretty big shift. We're going from offense, making money, to defense. This is all about high-stakes protection. Now, this might sound a little nerdy, but trust me, it is incredibly lucrative. It's called Managed Cybersecurity and Threat Response. Here's the deal. The bad guys, the hackers, they're using AI to launch super sophisticated attacks. So companies are desperate for people who can use AI to defend them. You basically become their 24/7 digital bodyguard, using AI to fight AI and protecting them from attacks that could literally bankrupt. And just take a look at this market. It's not just growing, it's absolutely exploding. We're talking about a market that's projected to soar past $500 billion by 2030. This isn't just a trend, it's a critical need that's only getting bigger. And this quote just says it all, doesn't it? Look, cybersecurity might not be as sexy as creating viral videos, but protecting a company's entire existence, that's a fundamental need. And that's where the serious money is made. And that, my friends, brings us to the #1 most profitable AI business you can start. This one operates at the absolute highest, most critical level of corporate need.
Topping our list, responsible AI governance and compliance. Here's the thing. Governments all over the world are rolling out new, complex laws about AI. This means huge corporations are now legally required to prove that their AI systems are fair, safe, and transparent. If they fail, they face crippling fines. You become the indispensable expert who helps them navigate this legal minefield.
And this is the absolute key. For these massive companies, this isn't an optional nice-to-have. It's a mandatory cost of doing business, like paying rent. Sure, the effort to learn is high. It's a steep curve. But the payoff is just astronomical. We are talking $50,000 to $100,000 a month, or even more, on retainer. Because you're not just a service. You're their insurance policy against multi-million-dollar lawsuits. So, there you have it. All 6 of these businesses, from the virtual assistant to the compliance expert, they all work because they share the same winning combination. They all use the incredible leverage of AI, they all tap into a very real and growing market demand, and they all target buyers who have a pressing problem and the money to solve it.
But I want to end with this, because it's probably the most important part. None of these are get-rich-quick schemes. They're real business opportunities. The ideas are right here in front of you, but the success, that comes from commitment. It's about picking a path and deciding you're going to dedicate the time to become one of the best.
So the only question that really matters now is which one of these sparks something in you? Which path will you choose to start your journey to building something incredible with AI?